He's gonna go with Alexis now. Alexis, say hi. Say hi ka muna. Ayaw niya. Hi guys, welcome back to Making It Happen, and today we're gonna do a new vlog called Office Sessions, where I talk to you about business, lifestyle, anything under the sun in my office. So I've been wanting to put out more content. Oh, by the way, this is Nani. This is my emotional support dog, Nani, and he's gonna go with Alexis now. Alexis, say hi. Say hi ka muna. I realized that I haven't shared much with you guys since this is my personal vlog. You've only seen interior design, construction, but I want to share a more vulnerable side of me, which is my businesses and life, and somehow help and inspire you to do the same and achieve your dreams. So today I'm going to share with you how I started business and how you can start doing your own business as well. It must required a lot of capital. You have to come from a rich family. First, before all these questions, you have to ask yourself what business to put up. Because I have a lot of friends telling me na parang, Gila, ano bang magandang business itayo? Ano ba uso ngayon? First of all, guys, never ask what's uso ngayon, because that means you just want to do whatever's in trend. And kapag hindi na siya in trend, for sure, ayaw mo na sa business na yun. For you to know what kind of business you should put up, you have to know yourself. Because you're the one who's doing business, not just for money. It's something that has to be related to you as a person. So how would you know this? Sometimes you tell yourself, Gila, hindi ko nga alam gagawin sa sarili kong buhay. How would I even know what business to put up? So for the first thing you have to know is to know yourself. First thing yun. And for you to do that, I read this thing in a book called Good to Great. I really love this book, and it's an example of how you can assess yourself and take yourself apart and then see what you need to do and how you'll know yourself better to know what business to put up. So imagine there are 3 circles right here. First, you have to know your passion. Passion is something that you love doing. Something that kahit walang bayad, gagawin mo. Kahit mapuyat ka, kahit mapagod ka nang walang bayad, gagawin mo. So that's passion. That's the first thing. So as an example, before doing this analysis on myself, I thought my passion was design. But apparently, after analyzing, I found that it was creation and ideation. Creation and ideation means creating something out of nothing. May it be the designs I do in my projects and business concepts and things like that. That's what I'm passionate about. So passionate that when a friend tells me that they have a business idea, minsan nandito ako sa computer ko, ginagawan ko na sila ng business plan and proposal for free sometimes. So pwede niyo ako email if you want help. So next naman that you have to know from passion, the next thing you want to know is your skill. So skill is something that you're genetically encoded to do, basically born to do it. So a skill can be something na talagang magaling ka at that thing. So tulad ko, I wanted to be a singer pero hindi ako genetically encoded to do that. So hindi ako mangangarap mag-sing in a concert or anything like that. But when you assess what you're genetically good at, what you're born to do, that's how you'll know where to direct your life. So for me, I also thought na before analyzing myself that my skill was design. Apparently, it was my analysis and logical and strategic thinking. The way I see a concept from a bigger picture and then chop it into pieces and then analyze each one and then put it all together again. That's what I think I'm good at kasi that's how I perceive things. So next, you have to know your passion, your skill, and then final thing is value. So you can have your passion, you can have your skill, but for someone to know what career to take, they have to know the value that they give to the world. May it be social, economic, or anything that makes you feel that you're useful. So again, for me, I never thought about value because ever since I started business 6 years ago, nag-enjoy lang ako, masaya lang ako. So I really didn't think about if may value ako sa social and economical scale. And then when I assessed myself, it was giving jobs to other people. So that was my value that was given to other people. So my passion is creating ideas out of nothing, and my skill was to logically and analytically assess them and how to make them happen. And then my value and usefulness is to give jobs and opportunities to people out of these ideas. So for you to assess what kind of business you want to put up, you have to know yourself first. People say that you have to have a lot of capital to be in business. You have to be born rich. So for others, there's no chance. Guys, if you must know, I started my business with only 4,000 pesos. And this was back when I was in college. The reason why is because hindi ako nagsimulang malaking negosyo agad. I started very, very small. And it was because of a simple reason. Because my baon at the time wasn't enough. At the time, I was studying in Ateneo and my baon was only 200 pesos a day. And this was for my food, transpo, and school allowance. So my classmates would have 500 pesos and 1,000 pesos per day, and they would want to eat out and drink Starbucks kapag nag-aaral kami. Like, umiiyak yung 200 pesos ko, saan ko ba siya lalagay? So it wasn't enough. So when I asked my parents kung pwede nilang dagdagan, they said no. I didn't get mad at my parents, and I knew at that moment that I had to make a way to make ends meet. Na ako yung gagawa ng paraan to make money for myself para sa kailangan ko. So I assessed myself, what am I good at? What do I like doing? That's something I can earn. So I started my first business, which is an online shop called Paper Planes Manila. Like this video if you were able to abutan yung Paper Planes Manila. I sold notebooks and phone cases and laptop cases. At first I was just doing it for the fun of it actually. Na minsan yung notebook ko sa 150 pesos, tapos minsan papadeliver nila sa Trinoma. Yung taxi ko is 150 pesos, pero okay lang kasi someone was buying my product. Sobrang saya ko kasi ang dami nag-like ng page and nagsusupport. And then that humble experience grew into 1,000 customers, and then in 6 months, Paper Planes Manila had 15,000 followers. I was really happy, and at the end of 12 months, we had 40,000 followers, and at that time, I think it was December, I had a really big project with Paper Planes na merong isang company lumapit sa akin na gusto magpagawa ng giveaways for their Christmas party. So sabi ko, ilan po ba kailangan nyo para sa giveaways niya? 12, 24, ilang dosena ba? Ganyan. Sabi nila, 500 pieces iPhone cases, 500 pieces MacBook cases, 500 pieces passport holder, and it was a lot. So that's where I earned my first 7-digit income from that project. And after that, I realized that I had a lot of orders. So I was not the type of person na nagsistay kung nasan ako. I always like moving forward. So with the money I got from that, I bought a printer. Alam niyo yung mga large scale printer, yung pang tarpaulin. I got that so I could make my own products. Kasi yung supplier ko, hindi na rin na-handle yung products. So niligay ko siya sa bahay, and nandun lang yung printer. Nagpiprint siya ng mga items for my brand, Paper Planes. So the next thing you have to know is you have to keep moving forward with whatever small business that you have, and to know every opportunity kung ano nasa harap mo. So looking at the printer, nakita ko na parang sayang naman to, it's just printing phone cases and iPhone cases. Anong pwede niyang gawin sa hapon? Kung sa umaga nag-print siya ng para sa Paper Planes, anong pwede niyang gawin sa hapon? So tititigan ko siya na kapag-print siya ng malalaking sticker. And at the time, natuto ako mag-graphic design. So I saw these big stickers coming out of the printer. Sabi ko, maybe I can make like murals out of these stickers. So nag-offer ako online ng bagong business called Graphic Factory, where we supply room murals para mga kids' bedroom, magmumukha siyang princess, Mario, Minecraft. And this is where all the design room makeover started with these wallpapers. I was able to land a project with Pinoy Big Brother, with Puma, with Skechers, and we got noticed with Chris TV as well. So at the time, sabi ko, Paper Planes is doing well, also Graphic Factory. So in every business na ginagawa natin, it has to be onward and upward. Imagine niyo if you stayed in one business for the next consecutive years. If Paper Planes lang yung ginagawa ko today, I would still be doing notebooks today. And I haven't grown much as a person and as an entrepreneur. So that's the difference between starting small and moving forward. So that's something someone has to take a leap of faith with. So from Paper Planes to Graphic Factory to Madhousedesignstudio, because at the time, sobrang dami nagpapagawa ng kwarto sa akin. And then there was this one client who came up to me, sabi niya, can you design my restaurant, yung wallpaper, something like, I can plug it here yung design, yung project na yun. It was my first interior project. na I got my own interior designer to do the 3D model, and my dad as an architect to do the planning. I learned from him everything I needed for construction. So this client told me, we don't have budget, can you also somehow design the space as well, kung ilang chairs, anong gagawin? And I was like, this is the very definitive moment wherein your bravery comes in. It's either you say yes to opportunity or no. So of course my mantra was making it happen, so I said yes, of course I can do that. So that was my first ever project, and it went well. And then one project led to the next, and then today we're here in Madhouse Design Studio. So with everything that happened, you have to know how to revolve your funds. So if you notice, I said 4,000 pesos lang yung starting ko na capital. It was because whenever someone orders a notebook, I use that purchase payment for the notebook. I use kung ano man yung kikitain ko. And your fund just keeps on revolving, and you have to learn how to save. And then you might be wondering why I chose to put up a cafe. For 2 years of doing construction, I always saw myself that I wouldn't do this for a very long time. Because it's very tiring. You go north to south every day, and it's a career that you cannot really grow old with. So I said to myself, I want a business na yung customers yung lumalapit and income comes in. So when I saved enough money, I put up a cafe because, again, I told myself, what do I like? And what is something that I can relate? Salon? No, I don't like a salon. Something retail, benta ng damit, a store? No, I don't like clothes. And at the time when I was thinking about this, and I was in a coffee shop, and meron dong isang bata na umiiyak sa mami niya, "Mami, uwi na tayo, wala akong ginagawa dito." "Wait lang, nak, may ginagawa ako." And I was like, oh, why don't I make a cafe that's a cafe for all, for children, for senior citizens, for students, for working professionals. A cafe that is designed by me and space planned for families in general. So that's how Madcafe started, and we started last February. And at this time taking the video, we have 2 more branches coming up and like 3 more next year. And it's really just amazing how a small idea of putting up designing notebooks can lead to you putting up branches of restaurants and other places. So if you're wondering what's next for me and the business, I can't tell you that much yet because, you know, it's still in the works, but we're telling you that a lot's coming up. Also Mad Hostel, you can check out Mad Hostel on Facebook. It's a hotel in Siargao naman that we're doing. So what's next for you, how you can do the business? Again, don't be afraid to start small, and don't be afraid to start today, because if you start when you're ready, you're never gonna start, you know. You're gonna be ready when you're dead. So start today, no matter how small it is. Kahit imperfect siya, kasi you'll be able to perfect it along the way. So don't be afraid to start anything that you like to do. And the next thing is, don't be afraid to keep moving forward. Some people kasi get attached to what they do, and they do it for a long time. And then if they're not innovative, they get left behind. So never be afraid to keep moving forward, even though that leap may be a little bit scary. So you have to make sure that you're always doing the next step, and overcoming obstacles at the same time. And then the third thing is, make sure you revolve your funds properly in a way that you're using it for growth, and you're using it for something that is for a future benefit, not just for a present benefit. The next thing naman is you have to do is you have to look at everything at a bigger perspective. Never shortchange yourself na parang hanggang dito lang ako, hanggang dito lang yung kaya ko. Whatever you can think of is definitely possible. Everything is possible. Sabi nga nila, what the mind can conceive, the body can achieve. It's the same way. Kung naisip mo, kaya mo yan gawin. You just have to start somewhere and start doing something that is related to that. And you'll slowly inch into that goal that you have. Let me know, guys, if this video helped you on how to start, or if you want other videos similar to this, office sessions. Let me know in the comments below. And thank you guys so much for watching this very long video. And see you guys next time. Bye!